Some very good advice there. Now, more than 10 million of us live in rural areas, and social isolation is becoming an increasing problem. Jules is in the Cotswolds finding out how sheds, of all things, are being used to help tackle rural loneliness.
Now, like me and for many other men, my shed is my castle. It's a place to retreat, to relax, to create, to make do, and to mend, and on occasion, to even invent stuff. But for one group, well, the humble shed is far more than just a man cave. The brilliantly named Men in Sheds is an association that brings retired men together to pursue their interests, develop new skills and, more importantly, find companionship. Today, I'm visiting Bourton-on-the-Water's shed quarters to find out more. Hello,
Jules!
good to see you.
How are you?
Well, there we are. Does what it says on the board, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Men in Sheds.
Come and join us in our mini shed.
Do you mind if I do? Oh, it's a hot day and it's nice to have a little sit down, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Now, tell me a bit more about this initiative, because I am fascinated by it, because I love my shed at home.
And so many people do. What we're about, we're primarily set up to combat rural loneliness.
Men, you know, in general, we're not very good at just putting our hands up and saying, you know what, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
You know, can I have some help? And it's lovely to see that you're able to somehow break down that barrier.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's the fact that the shed and the activities and doing blokey stuff, that's really the front. So ladies are, I know this now after 32 years of marriage, intrinsically different to blokes. They're a lot more able to socialise.
Yeah.
So they have great success with things like lunch clubs and quizzes and knit and natters.
WI, classic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The guys, not so much. So we took that knit and natter concept and we've created chop and chatter. So
I love it. Making firewood out of the odds and ends.
Absolutely. So we've got these lads, shedders. They're all called shedders.
Shedders, yeah, good.
Yeah. They all come for various reasons.
The Shedders meet every Friday, and in just 18 months, this rural group has gathered 32 members.
It's not just about the guys coming between 10 and 1 on a Friday morning.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they've opened up a whole network of 31 mates that they can interact with during the week. So one of our shedders didn't see a human being for a week at a time. A year being a shedder, I now have to ring him up to book an appointment to see him because there's someone with him every day of the week, and it's completely changed his life.
Well, I think it's a brilliant idea. I can't wait to get amongst the lads and to see what they're up to, because it looks like great fun.
Yeah, get stuck in, Jules.
So you're going to be my helpmate permanently.
There we are, gents. Here's another one.
He's rushing us. Wow, look at that.
Bryce, I'm not going to rush you. Take your time, mate.
Come
You're doing a
on.
fantastic job.
Price, an 89-year-old retired farmer, cared for his wife for 12 years until he lost her 3 years ago.
It was a strange feeling. I just didn't want to go anywhere. I didn't want to do anything. When you've been married for 62 years, you know you've lost something.
Yeah.
And it is a great loss.
After her death, he became very isolated, until Men's Sheds offered him a new lease of life.
But I imagine as a farmer, Price, I mean, you were very skilled at maintaining things throughout your career. You must bring those skills to the group.
Well, I hope I do. I wouldn't like to say it. No, there are some very clever men here, believe you me.
And do you think it's managed to fill that gap in your life?
I'm sure. Yes, yes, and you're right there. I can show off a bit, perhaps. that's one of the things.
Well, look, come on, keep on showing.
Okay, no,
Go on, then.
here goes.
But you don't have to be handy with a drill to come here. Alex has no desire to chop and saw. He has the important job of dishing out the tea and the cakes.
I love all your little name badges. I mean,
Yeah, well, Price made that, as you probably know.
did Price make those?
Yes.
Did he?
Yes, he makes every new member has one.
So for you two, how long have you been involved then, Alex?
A year for me.
A year. And have you learnt many new skills yourself?
I don't need to.
Oh, that's fighting talk, isn't it?
Former social worker Howard knows that men's mental health often goes unnoticed, particularly in isolated rural areas.
I think it's under the radar because men don't talk about their feelings even to each other, let alone in public, and they are reluctant to go to the medical services.
And do you find then that people are able to unload their problems in a very different environment?
There are testimonies on the national website of men who, if they hadn't found the shed, would have been into serious depression and possibly suicide. So at the top end of crisis, it's very important.
This is the only way we can get together. If it hadn't been thought of, we just have faded away.
One member, TJ, was left devastated after losing his father, his brother's wife, and his own wife to cancer, all in the same year.
Just decided after the third time of being kicked, I wasn't going to come up, I wasn't going to get out, didn't know where I was going.
What actually helped you begin to think, I can see that there could be some light at the end of my tunnel?
It was just the fact that I could come and I could mix with people and I could listen to their stories and realise that I wasn't alone. It's been a real big help. It brought me back from where I think I was going. It was a dark room and I couldn't get out of it, and it just helped me. It gave me the chance to meet different people, learn new skills, teach people skills which I'd already had, and I suddenly felt part of the community where we started to make things for people and felt a team-worth effort to be able to help everybody else as well as myself.
From 32 sheds in 2013, there are now over 400 across the UK, benefiting not only the 8,000 shedders, but also local residents who need a helping hand, like Julie Reid.
I have an injury from the army, so I need somewhere that I can come home and I can relax.
So having the lads in has enabled you to kind of improve your home, to help you cope with your condition?
Definitely. It's going to be lovely out here when they've finished doing their work.
Well, as you can see, we've all had a fascinating day here, learning a little bit more about something that perhaps most of us take for granted. What does your better half do in the shed at the end of the garden?